Alright, hello. It's time to do the thing. Okay, I need to make it so that chat appears. Hold on. Why do you keep disappearing? Is it because I have you set to... Yeah, refresh. Damn it. There we go. Hello! So, I did a little bit of work in that I spent my resources, and I have Mudrock at E260. The issue? I cannot do Mudrock's module until I finish 11-7. I'm on chapter 10. I think I'm just gonna have to eat the damage. On the bright side, I do have 4k HP. Oh, hold on, let me check something real quick. Where's Shu? Shu, how much HP do you have? You have... Damn. That sucks. You have 2910 HP. That's unfortunate. You are almost at 3k. Had I like chapter 9? I think chapter 9 was good. It was a good story setup. I did miss the entire Casimir's storyline, but that's besides the point. I think it was a good setup for the big bad of the oncoming arc. Try Yato Vanguard to use the cannon for your benefit. We'll try that. Okay. Like, inherently, it was a nice refresher for the people who didn't quite remember how to play the game. It did a good job of setting the stakes, good job of establishing a set area. My only gripe was the fact that Dublin didn't really get a lot of information related to it. That and like the natural inner workings of Victoria. You kind of just had to infer a lot of it. What is milestone 1? Oh, 10-2. Okay. You see the shadow of the nomadic city of Londinium, and so too have they seen you. They have spotted you. You must now run, otherwise 5 cannons will shoot into you. Londinium, Ostereg Burrow, inside the shard. Teresis, what are you doing here? Our project is near to its close. I hear the sound of the storm, and so do they. They're telling me now how they like this sound. They're dying to become a part of the storm, to howl wantonly through the air, to go and devour this hateful city before us. I thought you died, Teresa. I thought the doctor killed you. How are you here? Perfect. In 10 days, our airship. Shanking counter on screen. Tell you what, at the first shanking, I will put a shanking counter. Our airship will be complete. From there, they'll be able to take to Londinium skies and serve as the storm's very pilots. Airship? That's a key thing. We haven't seen any blimps. We have all these floating ships, but when you think about it, is it not safer from... Oh, well, okay, actually, hold on. I forgot about the fact that it's a false sky. And I'm pretty sure, and that you can't reach space, but still, isn't it safer to reach above a catastrophe's area of effect if they're mostly weather-based, to just fly above them? Or do catastrophes go up to the fake sky? I'll be going with them. That suits our plan. You are the optimal candidate to command our air forces, given I must be defending the shard. No, Teresis, that isn't what I mean. They and I, as one, can but only go together. Good. Prior to their departure, you are to continue fulfilling your duty. The royal court needs you, and our soldiers need their most trustworthy monarch. Moreover, you are more proficiently proficient in building than I am by all rights. Our construction rate has sped up 10% since you began attending court meetings. I would not forget what I am meant to do. Hello, London in it, bruv. Also, I noticed you deposed of those guards. The Confessari have given you no end of grief for that, have they? Deposing of the guards about you was the military commission's decision. We need more sentries so we can answer to the greatest period of danger. If needs be, I can enter the battlefield too. Stay here. This tower and the airship, those lie at the core of our plans. Once these two projects are through and done with, Kazdel will possess the power to fend off all nations. Fend off all nations, you say? Including Rhodes Island? I've always known of your ambitions, but it makes no less unbelievable to hear every time. Hasn't it always plagued you that they would not permit us to rise again? Very soon you will be plagued no longer. Indeed, if even the bearing of a storm is ours to control, who would still be occupied by the dark clouds floating at its head? In the past, we Sarkaz let our enemies pursue us. Time and time again, we stood up in the ruins, and time again we rebuilt our homeland. And time again, we watched our home be torn to shreds by the wars they incited. Sarkaz, we are a rootless people. Why is that? Solely because they occupied our finest soil and forbid our roots to take. In the war 200 years ago, it took all our might to drive the enemy back, yet we still could not preserve Kazdel. After that, how much time did we have to devote to? It's just about reconvene our stranded remnants. And how much more time to transport these bare shreds Victoria and Teresis could not see to a wasteland they were just as blind to. And rebuild Kazdel again right under their very nose. 200 years? Yes, it has taken us these 2 full centuries. So what of the next time? How is our Kazdel... Suppose our Kazdel is once again raised by the flames of war. How much more time will we need to rebuild it? Now 500 years, or even longer. Our enemies have almost gotten away with this, precisely because we've become accustomed to drifting. Tokyo Drift? Gas. Ruination after ruination may never snuff out the Sarkaz soul, but it has unarguably scattered us. Kazdel today is merely crammed within houses. It is not home. Still more Sarkaz wander the great land beyond. No dreams in their mind's eye further than tomorrow's bread. Even the royal court, all Kazdel has is its 10 kings court of tradition, and the majority of those 10 have left their positions vacant. This is what you wanted, war. Why you wanted war? And it is not my want, but the Sarkaz's need. I don't know if war is really what they need. This time, it will be beneath our feet where war's flames ignite. Victoria, Ursus, Lathanian. Not one city, not one patch of soil will be fortunate enough to escape. Within the next century, our enemies will no longer have the energy left to set their sights on Kazdel. No, more than that. Once we have the ability to guide the storm, they'll come to fear the Sarkaz's gaze instead, just as they fear the storm descending. The storm gathers atop this tower we stand in. They will see us stood in the storm's eye. Every enemy of the Sarkaz will throw themselves at us with all they have to stop us. Then let them. Don't you fear the inferno consuming your body too when the first thunderbolt strikes? When you built Babel, you too knew all opposers would point their swords at you, and did you ever once fear? The tower you built with life has collapsed, just like another Kazdel, and at this moment we stand here, in a new tower, in a new opportunity. Look at Londinium today. You only just presided over the meeting of the kings. How can you not have realized? Not even before the useless war between us began were the Sarkaz so close to unity. Every time we go to war, Kazdel is destroyed. This means we must go to war again. No other solutions. After all this time, you still turn to war for solutions. I'll return to the city's outer barracks soon. Your Majesty, Teresa. I understand, Nasherer King. Our meeting here will be as brief as possible. You're always in such a hurry, Nasherer. You don't want to get together with us? Hey, that was a... Wait a minute. Some of these guys look a little familiar. I haven't the time to spare, Vampire. 100,000 are stationed outside Londinium. Not I nor my soldiers can spare a second of complacency. Let's switch our duty. I'm already sick of the blabbering nobles inside the city. And Teresis, your little Gaulish friend, is just as foolish and noisy as them. I've got to warn you in advance, my patience is limited. His head will have to stay on his neck for a moment longer. Don't add the city's Victorian army to our troubles. Fine enough, that said, don't you feel that some still haven't been put to use? You speak of myself, Vampire. I have great affairs upcoming, don't I, your highness? Of course. Control of Londinium is inseparable from the efforts of us all. Has there been word from the messenger you sent, Confisarius? By Manfred's tireless urging, the Lich is now fast on the way to Londinium. The Lich? Motherfucker, what? The few Wendigos left to remain battling strange monsters in Ursa's north. Their hearts hold the royal court no more. The Cyclops send a letter. As ever, she describes a tragic scene. Londinium sundered by great fire into thirds, the shard fallen under lightning strikes in the hundreds, and the Regent. Yes, she still prophesizes your end, Regent. Speak. She says she has seen your solitary death under the underground throne of the Palace of Westerlig. Give a reply, thanking her for her concern. Continue searching for any sign of the gargoyles. As long as you can find any remnant blood vessels, immediately send an invitation. The Council will, together with the Royal Court, ensure victory in this war. If the Sarkaz can still be given a new chance, then that chance lies before our eyes, and it is one and only. You won't touch my Mudrock? Oh, is Mudrock part of the gargoyles? Interesting. And very, very many will die. So many Victorians, so many Sarkaz. The people's blood will change this grey city through and through, and their wails will cover even the thunder. This is a war between us and them, one continued for centuries without end. Yes, war. This has always been how we Sarkaz continue to survive. Children of Soil and Stone. Oh. Dude, could you imagine Teresis actually didn't have like the voice on you? He just like, yeah, if you have any objections, speak. Single out the dangers of my plan, just as you have countless times before. Dude, you know how unserious Teresis would be? No one would want to follow his ass. Single out the dangers of my plan, just as you have countless times before. Not another VTuber doing what was it? Valley Valley Girl is like, I have no objections. None, you say. Hold on, it's like, if you could hear these sounds in my head, you would know they would not allow me another choice. If you would not hear these sounds in my head, you would know they would not allow me another choice. Provided this war can truly free Kazdel from the cycle of destruction. Provided this storm can truly put on the Sarkaz's smoldering enmity and return countless souls to their freedom of rest. I will stand with you, ensuring our dream can be made reality. A fine turn. There is one more thing. The Rhodes Islanders are already on their way. I hate that they both end with S because I keep wanting to say Rhode Islanders. No. 6:50 a.m. Overcast. 527 kilometers out from Londinium. Operation platform of an abandoned mine. This is a Reclamation algorithm. Dr. Keltsit, anchoring sequence will begin in T plus 1 hour, 48 minutes. Don't... Good. Ensure the boarding region can operate normally before then. Understood. We'll step up the cleanup. Orphan, have all critically ill patients been appropriately situated? Relax, it's just the last 3 left, and we're operating on them tomorrow. We'll have the moving sickbeds arranged in no time. Don't rush me, okay? You're standing here with your stern looks makes our medic operators have to keep peeking at you. This is an emergency. Fine, I get it, I'll quit joking. Every day has been like a battle ever since we entered Victoria. If you hadn't transferred so many operators beforehand. Rhodes Island must operate as usual. We reached this consensus at the first resolutive meeting, Warfarin. No complaints from me. You made Monster lash me to the side of the ship 4 years ago. I mean, when you invited me to join Rhodes Island, we agreed I would research Eripathy alongside you, as a doctor. There wasn't any follow the new king of Sarkaz in a fight to win back Kazdel type clause in my contract, and switching Kazdel out for Londinium changes nothing. This goes for a great deal of our operators. I have no intent of forcing any one operator to participate in a mission irrelevant to their long-term goals. Moreover, no matter the other operations we are forced to take on, we cannot turn a blind eye to the infected throughout every region. If it wasn't for our work there, we'd have a few more elite operators to spare for this Londinium trip. I wonder how Mia's crew are doing. Once we reach the vicinity of Londinium, we'll receive word. I was like, you guys are so lucky that I choose to actually treat the story seriously. Because you guys have heard how bad my accents are. Now imagine that, but swapping mid-sentence. Like, you have no idea how good you guys have it. Oh, Amiya's outfit is different. Recon group. Report situation on both sides. Received. No threat. Copy. Closure. We can pass through ahead. Keep the engineering team with us. On it. Oh, it's a slightly different closure outfit too. Doctor, still got it in you to move? Want my drones to give you a lift? When were drones capable of that? Let me think. I can't actually think of anything wrong with the idea. Doctor, we just need to walk a little longer. When we're out of this danger zone, then we can ride on our crafts and recuperate a little. We'll need to send Dr. Keltsit a message at some point too. She must be extremely worried about us. Wonder if it's going smoothly on the landship side. Also has to comment, yeah. That's exactly why she had to stay behind. She can only rendezvous with us once Rhodes Island is safely situated. That's our joint responsibility. Doctor, just leave this to me. Ever since we planned to drive into Victoria, Dr. Keltsit and you have been busy securing the safety of our route. I will take charge of the rest of it, just like we've agreed on. I want a chance for you to catch your breath too, even if it's just mentally. Doctor, we have to keep going. But just give Closer just a little bit of your wallet. Just a little bit. Ugh. There are times I think about how we got in over the past months, and it seems too smoothly to even believe. That ragtag bunch of windbags all together in Londinium right now, and they haven't even noticed us? Keltsit, did you use some kind of ancient technique I'm not aware of? If any arts truly could render Rhodes Island invisible, believe me, I would have used them over a decade ago. I almost forgot. Disused Industrial Mining Equipment Recovery Organization, is that right? We've been using that title for passage and permission to park the whole way. Trust doctors to come up with that. Doctor tends to have a unique angle of thought on certain aspects. Oh, so we're just operating out, be like, yep, we're a salvaging ship. Don't mind us. We're bottom feeders. And luckily, Closure's personal interest has had her lead the engineering department over the past years to develop technologies for using Strap, which, in short, renders the title a fine one. With the addition of a few friends' aid, this plan has been successful in its execution so far. As for what comes next, that lies with Amia and Vina. Vina Victoria. Two left, four right. Indra? Check. Oh, you're a boxer. Hello, Indra. How's the right side? Someone who thought it was funny had me caught up for a second, but he's over with now. And Dagda? I heard steel claws and crossbow bolts smashing into each other. Enemies left to the rear? Leave them to her. Hey, there's one hiding right here. Just fucking ran up and socked him. Now there isn't. Just missing Dagda. Did I choose Indra or Vulcan? I think I chose Indra, if I recall correctly. Cause I got yeah, I think I chose Indra because I got Vulcan from another voucher. Shanking plus? Oh, that's a shanking? Yeah, okay, good enough. Welcome to London, everyone. Shanking. Or shankings. 1. I don't have my thing. That's right. Hold on. Oh, where is it? Where is the bat file? There it is. Alright, there we go. Vina, listen. It's dead silence behind. I said she could sort it out. Good. Vanguard group, mission complete. Notify Amia immediately. Amia immediately. Dude, you could insert Amia into like an immediately, imminently evident tongue twister. It'd be funny. There's no more noble patrols in the vicinity. They can pass through. Give him a good old classic Londinium greeting. How you do, governor? The road ahead is clear. No casualties. Messaging devices back in operation. Doctor, we're just about to catch sight of Londinium. Now I can catch my breath too? Hold on, Doctor. Jessica sent a message. Before we carry out the next step of the plan, we need to send a few operators to run a different mission. We have 2 targets to rescue. One's a friend at Blacksteel, and the other is an informant who can help us enter Londinium. Oh, 2 missions? Wow. How exciting. 10-2. The walls tower before us. The thoroughways are a labyrinth. We need a guide. Oh, hello. Oh, you just... okay, I see what this is. Yeah, don't show again. I'm aware. Standard. Alright. Let's clear the selections. Walleshu, Mountain, Thorns, Myrtle, Texas, Abia. Click. Where's my perfumer? Perfumer. Indra for lore accuracy. I do not have Indra built. I do not have Indra built. We're not building Indra. $16 hours till Babel? Yeah, that's why I want to do a lot of this. You have Indra built? Yeah, but I don't need to borrow you yet. I'm trying to figure out who else I want to bring. I guess let's bring Cora and Cruz. Rhodes 7:25 a.m. Overcast. 10 kilometers from the Londinium. Or from Londinium Wilderness Highway. Blacksteel's aircraft was about 100 meters ahead of our position when its signal disappeared. Let me grab the telescope to pinpoint the exact precise location. Wait, why are you standing up? Do you smell the smoke? Don't think so. You can put that lump of metal down. The aircraft is right ahead. You want to scout out the enemy's numbers first? Can't be any more than 30. You can tell all that from smell alone? The hell are you talking about? Before we left, Morgan told me they usually run in squads of 30. Oh, right. That's what the intel Misery sent back said. Patterns tell us they should have 2 other squads nearby to offer mutual support. They act like they own the damn place. Don't do anything rash. Amiya said not to make too much of a ruckus before we get into Londinium. Too many forces have their eyes on us. Balin? his name is Balin, but I like to think it's pronounced Balin. Balin, how long has it been since you've joined the Bunny squad and started working with us? About 5 days since leaving the landship. And do you know how long it took How long it took for Siege to go from joining the Glasgow gang to becoming my boss? No. 2 days. She only needed 2 days. First day, she beat me down. Second day, we beat down a band of ill-intentioned Lathinians. Since then, we've had a bond that goes beyond life and death. Dude, you will never be ballin'. Let's be real here. Even though we haven't been working together for long, I have full confidence in your strength, Indra. That's what I like to hear. Let's go. We need to catch up to Dagda. Dagda's already moved out. You're telling me Dark Shadow that shot past was... Aw, they forgot to add the. You're telling me the Dark Shadow that shot past was... When she first joined the gang, she had her nose turned up like some fancy knight noble. Now whenever there's a fight, she's the first one to leap in. We're gonna have to pick up the pace so she'll clean up house before you even get there. Dagda throws a mean punch, and I'll bet you she'll flip on top of the aircraft from the other side. Or from the side. We'll wrap up around the back, get rid of anyone there, and bust our way inside. Alright, I'll cover you then. So they beat up a bunch of drunk Germans on vacation in Britain. Oh, the Lathinians, that's right. I was like, what the fuck? After this fight, you'll be a blood brother. If I was to describe it in Rhodes Island's terms, let me think. Something like this. Our objectives are 2 rescues, 1 Londinium City, 1 Black Steel pilot. Opposing forces are... Dublin. Oh, hello Dublin. What are you doing here? You, stop squirming. Oh, right, alright, they have accents, I forgot about that. You, stop squirming. Don't even try to reach for that the transmitter. Don't kill me. My hand's gone numb. I just wanted to shake it out a little. Don't be too forceful. If you really end up killing the bloke, how are you gonna explain it to the captain when we get back? Don't forget, this is all objective. Securing our flight back is just a matter of convenience. Do you know how to operate it? Not a clue. And that's why you shouldn't have killed the damn pilot as soon as you got in here. If you ask me, we stop wasting time, take this one back, and leave this rubbish heap behind. All the men along the road outside are ours. What difference does it make if we take some extra time? The Sarkars are inside the city, and the Grand Duke's army is stationed in the barracks of the annexed plate. No one's gonna bother us. Gentlemen, are you not Sarkars? Well, like Dublaut. Your eyes follow your head. Do we look anything like that filth to you? Filth? Huh. You're exactly right. Enough. Don't talk to Londinians unless you're interrogating them. If this run has the stones across the Sarkars, there's no saying who we might be dealing with here. You're right. We should always be on the cautious side. Hurry it up. I'm gonna see what the commotion is out there. The commotion is, you have people dying. Does that count as a shanking? We'll count that as a shanking. What just happened? Sir, my heart's pounding too loud. I can't hear anything. We're under attack. There's something above us. M709, do you see them? M709. Black claws? Some sort of wild beast? No, it's some kind of special weapon. All hands. An enemy is hiding atop the aircraft. They're trying to rip apart the metal. Oh, hello. Ugh. You managed to block me. The intel was right. You aren't just a band of highwaymen. You grew fat off Victoria's teat, and this is how you repay her, soldier. You're pretty strong. You working for the devils? Bastard. How dare you? I'm pissed enough to beat the tar out of you 10 times over. Remember this, Dublin soldier? We will reclaim... Are you gonna make a shankometer to count the number of shankings? Maybe. We will reclaim Londinium from her usurpers, be it from the Sarkars or from you traitors. Your time running around like you own this place is over. Look at you, all high and mighty, you nobles. Still trying to cling to the old times. Looks like you're after this little coward who ran away from the Sarkars and the information he has on him. They're switching targets. Help! Save me! Leave him alone. This is a decoy. You little shit! Oh. Ugh. How many times have I told you? When you're in a fight, always be on the lookout for tricks. You're late. That's because I helped you clean up a band of hooligans outside, no? Hey, tell her how many did we have to go through outside? 7 or 8? Was it 8? This isn't a competition. That's not what your face is saying. Back when you went on our first mission together, that one merc got away from you. You were livid for 3 days. Morgan thought you'd come down with some awful sickness. You had the same look on your face just now. What happened back then was my fault. Plus, it was a long, long time ago. Wakanda guys, what the fuck? Where did you people come from? The one in black. I thought you were some knight noble, but the way you hit is like a street thug. Ha, you know your stuff. Hurry up. That one's no weakling. It'll be tougher to take him down than like unconscious louts outside. They're able to freely move between the Sarkars and the Duke's forces, and even able to control major passages in and out of Londinium. Dublin isn't some ragtag group of mercs. We need to rescue the hostages as quickly as possible and get to somewhere safe. I know. Your time running around like you own the place is over, right? That's one lousy line. That's a lousy one-liner. Not nearly scary enough. Remember what I taught you? What you say is, this is your last chance to beg for mercy. Ugh, I'm 701. Requesting backup. Captain Mandragon. She's still alive. Fuck, I forgot about that. Dagda, Indra, we've got incoming. I suggest we bail. Thought it. They sure move fast. You were in charge of recon. You didn't spot anyone nearby? Too much work. We'll just take them out as they come. Ballin'. Ballin'. Please stay hidden. Indra and I will take care of the incoming hostiles. They're inside. Ladies, please save me. I don't want to fall in their hands again. Guys, shut your trap and do a better job of hiding. Dagda, we're good as long as we bring back the objectives, right? Shouldn't be any issue if we take apart this blasted lumber lit metal, yeah? This is one story you're gonna have to tell Siege when we get back. Ballin'. With the accent, I believe it'd be. I would in fact believe it'd be ballin'. Ballin'.
Good scenery here, Doctor.
Uh-oh. Okay. I thought it would be not a dog. We're off to a great start already. I thought it would be not a dog.
Got it. Roar. A word I've...
There we go. Now it's secure. Sniper gameplay. Oh, I forgot my Cheeto. Oh well. We'll do sniper here. Why not? Oh, hello. What the fuck?
Got it.
Arch damage and necrosis. Oh, you're an asshole.
Got it. You can't stop me.
Here, we'll use mud rock. Go mud.
If you're real clear skies.
I should have brought like I should have brought an extra sniper. Holy shit. This is absurd. Why are there so many of you rats? Do a perfumer here. It will mostly Sarkos enemy later. It's time to bring out the inner races. Oh, I have to upgrade Taudifons. That's gonna be funny.
I hear someone.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, that's actually irritating. I have to restart. I have to restart because I didn't bring an extra sniper. Yeah, that extra res sucks so much ass. Bring Lapland? Yeah, I really should, huh? Alright, bye Click. Hello Lapland.
Make Texas the leader.
Bye Quora. Hello Miss Cheeto. That's so lame, actually. Just a teeny bit of, yeah, 70 res, by the way.
Draw swords. Got it. Cut them to pieces. War. A word I've not heard in a long, long time. I'm here to help.
What's the shanking count for? The amount of times I've witnessed someone get shanked. Believe me, I have witnessed a lot of people get shanked.
You can't stop me. Whew, almost gather around me, guys.
There's another racist. The fuck? Really now? Interesting.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
What is shank though? The NPCs. So I have witnessed one shanking, and we have witnessed another shanking. We have more racist. I'm not. Hey. My voice acting is not racist. It's just bad. There's a difference. There is a good difference there. Thank you, Mud. Very cool.
Mission accomplished.
No, because you guys make it sound so much worse. Because when you say racist VA, it doesn't mean, oh, the voices are kind of like funny racist. What it means is that the voice actor is racist. And then we get back to the issue of you guys talking about, oh yeah, we're using Taudifons. It all rounds back around to the issue of, okay, guys, let's not fuck up the AI summary. 8:15 a.m. Overcast. Several kilometers from Londinium, adjacent plate. Closure, we're getting a drone signal. Move, let me see. Ooh. Oh, that's not half bad. The newly added camera module is working properly and has great clarity within 100 meters. The battery life seems pretty stable too. Keep at it with this baby and we might even be able to get it over the wall and sneak a peek at what's going on inside. You missed the viewer count going up and down from Lucent? Okay, that was a weird thing with Lucent. I don't know why he did that. Hold on a sec. That's practically asking the enemy to shoot it out of the sky. Don't you worry, I wouldn't put everybody at risk like that. We've just gotta hurry up and develop that stealth coding. Closer, the drone's sending an alert. Got somebody within detection range. It's charging its automatic attack module. Wait, that's the rescue team. Disable the alert. Amiya, Doctor, Indra, and Dagda are back. Imagine just out of nowhere, the drone just explodes on them. Closer's drones are getting good. They sure are. Closer has been totally focused on her drone research the whole way here. She's trying to improve their recon capability so the enemy can't ambush us. Did it seem like Closer was kinda nervous? She hasn't left the land ship for operations much before. And that's before we talk about how none of us know how long we'll be here. But it's alright, I trust her, and I trust all our operators. Wasn't Closer just like a shut-in? Wouldn't she like be really scared? Whether it's roughly dozen operators following us, or Misery and Logos' two teams that went ahead of us. Logos mentioned, let's go! Everyone signed up for this operation knowing exactly what we're here for. So far, we've successfully completed Phase 1 and Phase 2 of the operations. Now we need to focus on Phase 3. Entering the city. We're going to infiltrate Londinium. We're not getting into Londinium the same way we got inside the Chernobog core city. We've got a visual on Londinium now, Doctor. Look how high those walls are. Nothing has ever managed to breach Londinium's defenses, not even Ursus's high-speed warships. Londinium used to be the economic center of all Terra, as we all know, but only those who've seen the city with their own eyes understand its reputation as an impregnable fortress. The waste drainage structures of most nomadic cities are vulnerable to infiltration from the outside. God damn it! This is like from last year! But the engineers who built Londinium even made use of this weak point. Reportedly, they built an automatic assembly line into the underground structure. Back in the Londinium's glory days, the machines worked day and night to perpetuate Victoria's golden age. In times of war, the assembly lines supplied weapons and ammunition to the defense systems built into their towering walls. The underground structure was designed so carefully so that we wouldn't find a single gap in the engineering blueprints. And that's assuming we'd even be able to get our hands on Londinium's blueprints. It's kind of impossible in and of itself. That Kazdel would be able to get us in. Doctor, I know you're just trying to lighten the mood. Over the last year or so, we've held hundreds of intelligence meetings and almost 1,000 tactical simulations. We all know how hard Dr. Kazdel worked to make this operation possible. But there are some things we can't do, no matter how much effort we put in. And that's true for our uniquely talented elite operators, Rhodes Island itself, and even Dr. Kazdel. So that's why you found us a guide. Right, I wanted to try something a bit safer first. We should save our strength for the tougher enemies. They're waiting out there. Doctor, I can feel everyone getting tenser each day we get closer to Londinium. But no matter what happens next, we're all ready to fight. What about you, Mia? Doctor, you already know if we have to make a stand right here, it wouldn't be Closer doing it, or any of the operators who came here with their own ideals. The responsibility is mine. Though maybe it would be Siege's too. Guys, stop talking about the impregnable. None of that. Down, chat. Don't make me get the spray bottle. Intro. You awake, Vina? You haven't gotten a wink of sleep all day. Might be good to get some shut-eye before we officially return to the city. I can't sleep. Shouldn't Indra and Dagda be back already? Heh, I don't even know if I should be jealous of those two. Even though they signed up for the job to buy you time to rest up, they just worry you anyway. I should have gone with them. Ever since I came back, I can't close my eyes without seeing everything that happened back when we ran. If they're in danger, I should be with them. No, I should be standing in front of them. Look you always worry too much. They're just warming up a bit before their homecoming. How dangerous could it be? Setting Dagda aside for now, did you see how fidgety Hannah looked? Ha! If you didn't give her a little task to help her blow off steam, I bet she wouldn't have been able to control herself. Probably would have punched someone the moment we got back into the city. Your Honor, Horn, Battle Line, I rest my case. God damn it. Channels herself a lot better now. If that was true, she wouldn't be arguing back and forth with Dagda all the time. Even though she knows you haven't been sleeping well, she still won't shut up. How about it, Vina? Want to sneak a peek at our old home while they're out? They only know how to throw fists. I'm the brains here, so I'm naturally the most reliable. Why are you talking smack behind our backs again? Look at that, Vina. Doesn't she seem more energetic than before? Ha! A laugh out of Vina. You've been totally lost in the thought this whole trip. You idiot. Why even talk about that? You know how hard it was for me to... Thank you, Morgan. Except I'd suggest you get some rest yourself. If I needed someone to manage my mood for me, I'd be a pretty useless leader. Alright, sounds good to me. Dagda. Yeah. You're bleeding? I'm fine. It's not my blood. I'm glad. I feel like my accent is slowly approaching Australian. It feels like it's slowly approaching. Those men. They were Dublin, right? What do you think of them? They're about as strong as a regular standing army. And the one squad captain that Indra and I took down fought with combat techniques that have very distinctly showed signs of Victorian military training. In other words, we might actually be dealing with a coup of some kind. Are they working with the Sarkars? They've no love for the Sarkars, but that probably hasn't stopped them from forging a temporary alliance. They want to carve up Londinium. No, probably just much more than just Londinium. Those dukes out there, how many of them support Dublin? And how many support the Sarkars? For shame! They'd rather let the flags of foreign foes fly over Londinium, and then let go of their pitiful little power struggles, obsessed with a game of political tug-of-war. Welcome to your country, enjoy my incarceration. Eggy! These dukes and their troops are responsible for creating this crisis. Now that we've come this far, it's finally time for us to put an end to this mess. I've said it countless times, as a knight of the tower, my sword and I stand ready. We're just waiting for you to lead us back to Londinium and gather up all those willing to fight for you. Dagda, we agreed not to talk about that until after we got back. We're already at the gates of Londinium. And I tell you, Morgan, I'm not the only one who's sick of her. She's been acting a bit kooky lately, and she keeps blathering on about some random nonsense. Hey, Dagda, you don't even carry a sword on you, and I don't care if you're a knight or not. Just don't forget what weapon you have in your hands, and whose side you're on. Don't be too hard on her, either of you. We all have a past we can't shrug aside. The reason we're all here today is precisely because we have a score to settle. I've told you before, Dagda, I don't want to let any of you down. Siege. I'm sorry, I swore to trust you, and I swore to trust you that you'd make the right decision, but I lost myself today. Don't blame yourself. Our primary objective is to still enter Londinium with Rhodes Island. Is the one you rescued talking to Amir right now? Yes, Balin. Not Balin, Balin. Took to him to see Amir and the doctor. Looks just like your average Londinia. Could be a disguise. The Dublin fighters said he used to work for the Sarkars, but deserted them. Those Sarkars, I've fought them before. They killed the other knights of the tower. Doctor, I'm fine, but we can't underestimate them. The fact that this guy managed to escape the city on their watch means he's probably more than meets the eye. If he really was that ordinary, Dublin wouldn't care to abduct him, and Rhodes Island wouldn't be looking for him, right? Let's head over and see what's going on. I want to see if he really can lead us into Londinium. Londinium. Amia, there is a communication request on Black Steel's channel. Please put them through. Amia, did you get our signal? I'm sorry to say that by the time we got to the scene, the pilot Black Steel hired was already dead. How could this happen? Poor Thorpe. I'll let the rest of them know. We also weren't able to retrieve the low-altitude aircraft. It was, destroyed during the battle. That aircraft was rented, but, that's not too big of a problem. We still have spare vehicles, so that won't disrupt the operation. Is Mr. Thomas with you right now? Yes, he's a bit shaken up still, but doesn't seem to have any injuries. Our medics are looking after him right now. Is he the informant you said could get us into Londinium? That's right. Mr. Thomas, who used to own a candy plant in Londinium, Sudan Borough, and his uncle who lives in Colombia are longtime partners of Black Steel. His uncle put in a request to bring Mr. Thomas back to Colombia. The last time we talked, we told Mr. Thomas that we'd bring someone to pick him up if he found some way to leave Londinium. I just never expected that Dublin would hijack your aircraft. And by the way, they seemed very interested in Mr. Thomas too. Really? I suppose that's because Mr. Thomas is very familiar with Sudan. It's the place that's closest to you with a point of entry and exit. I'm sure he can help you find a suitable way in, and they're probably after him for very similar reasons. Right, I'll ask if he's willing to help us once he's rested up. Say again, please? We lost contact with the team sent to link up with the embassy? I see. Sorry, Mia, but something just came up. That's alright. Take care of what you have to do first. We'll go talk to Mr. Thomas. Do your best. I hope that doesn't come off the wrong way. Maybe there's a better way to say it. Amia, and you too, Doctor. Good luck. Jessica Cat is no longer sad cat, just mildly depressed cat. Mr. Thomas? So, you're the one. You're the one. Which one? We didn't expect you to come so quickly. Quite an unexpected surprise. We were quick? We've been worried about you ever since we heard from Blacksteel. By the way, Mr. Thomas, are you feeling unwell at all? I just noticed your expression looks a bit different now. I might have gotten a bit ahead of myself. What I meant to say is thank you. Madam, you and your subordinates saved me. I've no doubt you are good people. There's no need to thank us. If you're a partner to Blacksteel, you're also a partner to us. And there's something else I need your opinion on. We have a work that needs doing inside Londinium. On our way here, we heard a little bit of what's going on inside the city. Right now, Londinium isn't allowing anybody into the city without authorization. From the perspective of outside visitors like us, those high walls are an impossible obstacle. We tried a few methods already, but it's far too difficult for a small business like ours to pass through the military blockade. As you can see, we only have a few office clerks with us, and we would like to know if there's a safe way to get inside Londinium. Yo, you're trying to get inside Londinium? You know, the people inside are desperately trying to escape. Those damned Sarkars, they're just too horrible. I understand that. That's why I'm not going to force you to help us. I'm also not going to lie to you and try to cover up the potential dangers of working with us. But if you're willing to show us the way, we'll escort you to Blacksteel's evacuation team once all is said and done. Londinium is doing the... Wait, what? If you don't want to go back, we won't blame you. You can go ahead and leave right now. What do you mean Jessica was doing the pinching emoji? And we'll look for another way into the city. Of course, I understand you. The way out isn't exactly very safe. Of course, I'll choose to work with you. Thank you. Doctor, I never intended to threaten him. If he didn't want to help us, I would have arranged for someone to escort him. I know. She is doing the pinching emoji, and then for Korean teasers, they changed her hand? That's crazy. Looks like we found a guide. That's right, Amiya's making moves. It's time for our homecoming. Closer, go ahead and call your drones back. Whoa, are we finally gonna start the operation? It's not safe outside the city for too long either. It's not safe to stay outside the city for too long either. Thanks to Misery's intel, we've largely been able to bypass Dublin's troops. But we just got into a fight with Dublin, and judging from previous experiences, the leader of that squad can be a bit vengeful. You think they'll come after us? I can't say for sure. That depends on whether or not they give up on Mr. Thomas. Even if we successfully enter the city, we might end up having to fight the Sarkars troops garrisoned inside and Dublin's forces at the same time. Ugh. If only I could splash a coat of stealth paint on our operators too. We'll be fine. We've already done everything we can to prepare for this day. Doctor, please stand beside me. And just like always, I won't let anyone hurt you. Let's get ready to move out. Attention all members of Special Ops Squad Amiya. We are now heading directly for the port at Sudan Londinium. Wow. Captain, I've checked our surroundings and there's no sign of any Londiniers. In other words, your entire squad wasn't enough to stop a few people, and you even let them take our crucial objective. Captain? Rubbish, the whole lot of you! Oh, no, Mandragora, you're not supposed to kill them! Now how are you gonna explain it to, whatever the fuck her name is? Ma'am, stop sniveling, it's irritating. When have you ever seen me hurt my own people? Besides, I'm not mad at you, I'm mad at myself. Okay, there we go. Even something as minor as this. Not a single thing has gone smoothly since we've come to Londinium. Those damned Sarkars, those meddlesome nobles too. And then there's that blasted Victorian soldier, the one they call Horn. It's all Harmony's fault. She forced me to bring the wolf along to Londinium, with all that talk about how she'd be able to use the soldier to buy the support of some noble sitting on the fence if she were to come here. If I knew she was going to run away and continue to be a thorn in our side, I would have killed her right there at County Hillock. Captain, this time, I don't think it was her. It wasn't. According to survivors, the attackers were people we'd never seen before. They didn't appear to be Victorian military either. So what you're telling me is that a couple of nobodies can appear out of thin air and snatch a man from right under our noses. It's completely our fault, Captain. We'll track them down right away. Hold it, stop bumbling around, we're about to leave this place. We're leaving? Otherwise? You plan on bunkering down on this street? We're not ready to go masked off with the Sarkars yet. Oh, so I promised Harmony that I'd let the nobles keep some of the stupid pride. It's all for the sake of Dublin, for the leader. Understood, Captain. You say you understand, but deep down you don't understand anything at all. Otherwise, how would you let that Londinia get away? Do you have any idea how important the information he has on him is? He was the one driving for the Sarkars. Yes, driving. If he can drive for the Sarkars, that obviously means he knows his way around. He can help us find the ones we're looking for. Our compatriots who are still in Sarkars' hands, but are of great importance to us. Why do you think I'm swallowing my disgust in dealing with the Sarkars here in Londinium? Just the way they look at us make me want to run them through with stones 100 times over. It's just because, after coming all this way, I can finally do something useful for the leader. I'm sorry, Captain. A driver. A driver? You just reminded me of something. The ones who snatched him from us, were they also looking for a guide? Captain, do you mean? We're turning back right now. I want to see if I come across any familiar faces at the port. Say, for example, that bloody Victorian soldier. Oh, she does not like bagpipe. Not so fast, you lot. Once the captain comes back, when we got some reliable information, then we'll let you go. To be honest, I'd rather not raise a hand against you. You've been slaves to the Sarkars for so long, you can't even be called soldiers anymore. Got caught up in parkour civilization? Jesus. But it's not my call. If we can't get any useful information out of you, the boss won't want to keep you around. I can't let you go either. What if you fall into Sarkar's hands again and spill our plans? I say, how about you join Dublin? Never mind if you were Titans. The boss would have had you change clothes already. It's up to you whether or not you believe me. I, for one, would rather be out there killing Sarkars than interrogating you bunch. Look, Londinium's fallen into the hand of the devils, and who's to blame for that? Old friend, I heard you barely even put up a fight. You just surrendered to the Sarkars one by one. Who made the Victorian army, once the scourge of all terror, so weak and pathetic? Where's your commander? Still wearing a fancy uniform, off drinking with the Sarkars. The commanders were right. Victoria really is rotten to the core. Without us cauterizing it, this great place will turn into a swamp of rotten detritus that won't even burn. Who's treated worse? Parkour noob. I feel like parkour noobs can at least, like, end it all. Well, so can infected Terrans, but I feel like that at the very least you're fed. You don't even have the guarantee of being fed if you're an infected Terran. Soldier, you should be grateful that you get to die at the hands of your former countrymen. At least your pride as a Victorian soldier won't be tarnished by those stench of those devils. You people betrayed Victoria and still have the gall to pay lip service to pride. Who's there? I won't let you lay a finger on our troops. The occupiers are unworthy, and you, Dublin, are even less worthy. You're the one who fled. It's Horn! Hello, Horn. The 8th nest has been wiped out. You're here to save us? Stand up, soldier. Let's get out of here first. Soldier? You're a lieutenant? Which company are you with? I didn't think we still had anyone. Ritus Commandros. 7th Frontline Infantry Battalion. 2nd Tempest Platoon Leader. Or Horn, if it pleases you. What, Blag?
We may have
That's Horn!
Perfect victory, but we still can't let our guard down.
No, what are you doing? Dot dot dot. Have you seen those saw cars in the streets coming in your direction? Pretend like you haven't. Alright, hold on, I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back. What the fuck? Oh, are these Sarkaz units? Hell yeah. Okay. Cruz, we're subbing you for you. Are you E1? Yeah, you are E1, okay. Oh, you're why haven't I upgraded you? There we go. If I promote you, do you just oh, 145. Okay, that's fine. What is it right now? It's like 130. Yeah, okay, whatever. Oh, no, I meant to swap you for Todd. Hello, Todd, very cool. Here we are at the port. 9:09 a.m. Overcast. Port 309, Sudan Borough, Londinium. The port is right ahead. Are you worried about something? Actually, things have been going pretty well so far. God damn it, Amia, you jinxed us! With one exception. Doctor, the messengers who's been in contact with you and Dr. Kazdel should have reached out to us as soon as we arrived at the adjacent plate. Think something happened to her? If we can't get in touch, we can't know for sure. But I can only hope that nothing happened to her. We'll enter the city as soon as we originally planned. Ugh, look how long that line is. They're all coming from the direction of the city. Heidi? It might be Heidi, honestly. Am I not broke to get Zola's mod or shoes? So I have Zola's mod. The issue is shoe needs chapter 11. We're really gonna run away like this. This way is safe. My neighbor's whole family left this way last week. As long as we applied for an exit permit, the soldiers won't give us any trouble. That's not what I meant. Am I keeping up with League? Worlds, right? Tomorrow is the round 4. Yeah, I've been keeping up. I know, we're thinking the same thing. 4 years ago was when I first heard about the Sarkaz army on the news. Didn't think much of it back then. Yeah, same here. With Her Majesty gone, everything's turned to shit. Who could have expected that some duke would invite the devils into the army on a whim? 2 years ago, I saw Sarkaz troop... God damn it, Vergen. I saw Sarkaz's troops walking down the streets of Trenfield. Everyone was talking about it as we walked home from work. I also remember, it was as if things quietly changed overnight. Those of us who lived by the Duke's estate in Camden wouldn't see these changes until a bit later. Something like half a year ago, the Sarkaz army stood in front of our bank. They took away our manager because her husband held an important position in the city's defense forces. Whew, did you ever see them again? The police force in our estate was replaced with all new faces, plenty with horrible horns on top. I see racism isn't dead in Londinium, or Londinium. And then yes, there's yesterday. I saw the Sarkars going to the corner opposite my home. They were knocking on doors. So that's why you decided to flee. Actually, my parents left a long time ago. I just couldn't put down my banker's salary. None of us wanted this. Londinium, if we leave, we'll never be able to go back to our old lives, right? Let's not worry about that for now. We should get going. I'd rather stay alive than make money. Tadafons would have a wonderful chat. Tadafons would have a wonderful chat. Is it like this every day? More or less, since a certain point. Teresis' army. They're not stopping the civilians from leaving the city? By the looks of things, he doesn't seem to care about letting outsiders know who holds the reins of power in Londinium now. What's going on in the parliament? I'm not sure. When we left Londinium, the city seemed like it did on any ordinary day. And I always figured that if parliament could convene for a day, nothing too crazy could happen to Londinium. As for the specifics of what's going on inside the city, we won't know until we see it for ourselves. Excuse me, I've brought you all the way here. You'll be able to go the rest of the way on your own, right? Yes, sure. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. You've done us a great favor. All squads, listen up. Follow the plan and mingle with the flow of traffic ahead in batches. Closure squad will go first to make sure the road ahead of us is clear. Then, Siege squad will follow up, with me and Doctor's squad behind that. Recon squad, keep a close eye on our surroundings and report any abnormalities right away. Ballin, be sure you'll be in charge of taking Mr. Thomas back the same way we can. Dude, I just can't get over the fact that it's technically Balin or something if you follow proper English, but I love calling him Ballin. It's just funny. Amiya, what is it? There's a disturbance up ahead. Looks like Sarkos fighters incoming. What? Everyone, the infiltration operation is on hold. Take cover. Hide yourselves. Our ops Ballin, truly. Oh, these Sarkos look different. They're not the mercenaries, they're the warriors.
Grab that one, right there.
What's going on? Why are the Sarkos here? Didn't you say this way was safe?
I'm talking to you. Stop right there.
Hurry, we're almost out of the city. Yeah.
Wrong one.
Sir, please don't hurt me. I'll go. Did we do something wrong?
Go, scurry off. Don't stand here blocking our way. Listen up, nobody move. Stop what you're doing and stand still. You, and you. Turn around and let me see your face. What's in your bag? Is it a weapon? Pour everything out and let me see. Why is there a burn mark on your face? Looks pretty fresh, too. Yeah, you. Get out of line. You burned your face breaking bread. Do you take us for fools? Guess it really wasn't our weapons. Just to be sure, you're not a rebel, right? Got too scared and passed out, huh? Whatever, we'll bring this one with us.
What the fuck? Bro, this man's awful. Lieutenant, we're stuck here. It's my fault. Before I brought you here, I should have made sure we weren't being followed. Please don't talk like that. We've all been through worse, whether it's my bunch that got captured by Dublin, or Ode Tom's group who were tortured by the Sarkos. We were pretty much dead men walking until you rescued us. The reality, that really was a taste of despair. I'd rather die in battle than live inside the enemy's cage, powerless and addled. You're not to blame for Londinium's fall, not in the slightest. And you're even less to blame. You were the one who pulled us out of the desperate situation. At least I was able to get here on my own two legs and got to live an extra hour. I said I didn't have the will to fight anymore, but you didn't blame me. You even risked yourself to bring us here. Leave us, Lieutenant. If you're alone, you can hide. Avoid their line of sight and find a safe place. We're sickly and chewed up. We'll only slow you down. I'd never leave any of you behind. Ha! If our officers back there were like you, then maybe we wouldn't have lost so quickly and disastrously. It took meeting you to make me realize that I wanted to make a difference, to be like you. You mean? No, you mustn't. Hey, if the few of us charged at once, how many Sarkars do you reckon we could take with us? Listen to me right now. None of you move, that's an order. An order? Fine. You're my commanding officer right now. I'll obey your orders. We still have a few minutes left until we face the Sarkars. Keep your heads down. Remember what I told you. You're all vagrants from the neighboring estate. You got hurt fighting each other over a piece of bread. You expect the Sarkars to buy that? Sudan is a complete mess these days. They've probably seen it all. Doesn't matter if they buy it or not. Even if they try to interrogate you, just bear with it for a while. And if you can't take it anymore, we understand. If the Sarkars find out, no one betrays the others. If you can't take it anymore, that's when I'll make my move. Lieutenant? Let's wait and see for now. Have I heard Horn's theme? I don't think I have, honestly.
Nothing over here. What about over there? There are a few more over there, behind the and behind that elevator too. This damn place has too many hiding spots. You lot, go take a closer look over there.
Those fighters seem to be looking for someone. Squads, report your current position. Uh-oh. Position's confirmed. They don't seem to be after us. Seems like it. Doctor, do you still remember the tabletop exercise we did with Dr. Kazdel before we left? One possibility is that the messengers we had active around Londinium and Victoria all failed. They didn't have time to provide us with the accurate intel, and Teresis was able to see all our moves. In that case, Teresis' personal guard would be there waiting for us the moment we set foot in Londinium. But it doesn't look like that's what's happening. I think we've more or less reached the same conclusion. Teresis doesn't know we're here yet. Otherwise, we would have had a very hard time making it this far. If that's true, then these Sarkars fighters up ahead must be searching for someone else who could potentially come this way. Mr. Thomas.
Mia, he tried to bolt. I barely managed to stop him.
No, let me go. I can't stay here. Mr. Thomas, you'd best not run off on your own. That'd be terribly dangerous. I promised you I'd send an operator to escort you. I'm really sorry, but that's not something we can do right now. Ouch. Wait, you can't just take an operator's weapon. What do you type? What is that? Why is it censored? Oh, it's the salute symbol. Sorry, but I don't want to die. What are you doing, Thomas? What's going on here? He thinks the Sarkars are after him. I don't want this either. I was just in the drive of 6 months, that's all. They took over my candy plant and forced me to ship things for them. I have a family. What am I supposed to do? The day I took a tiny peek, just one glance. How could I have known what they were doing with my plant? They've been chasing me ever since. If they catch me, they're gonna kill me for sure. Why'd you have me do this anyway? I'm gonna die no matter where I run. I can't just sit here and wait to die. Mr. Thomas! Ballin! Don't chase after him. We can't afford to blow our cover. I just really wanted to shout Ballin. I'll just keep running away from Londinium. I don't even care about Dublin anymore. Oh, Mandragora. Huh? How could you're... Not up to you to decide whether or not you care about Dublin. Get him. Alright. Show me the power of Tori.
Let's go.
Okay. So, yeah, best position is probably, like, right here.
The thrust of a blade takes no shape. Take no comfort that it lies sheathed.
11.
これ以上は進ませません。
I have to get serious now.
こっち向け。
Yeah, that seems about right. Hello, Mr. Sarkars. May I interest you in a healthy dose of unfortunate racism?
Spring breeze, timely rain.
Oh, all the Sarkars are up here. Shit. This is very inefficient. Ah, okay, they'll move slightly. That's fine.
Mountains when summer leaves the white dew. Seed the plains when equinox paints russet hue.
What the fuck are you?
I have to get serious. I know what you're thinking.
The boys? The fuck you mean, the boys? Oh my god.
Not even a stirring of grass will go over.
Say hello to your little friends? There's a lot of them. What the fuck is this shit?
From here on, such violence will not be tolerated.
Holy shit, they took like no damage. Dude, Shu's just whacking them with her
From
leak.
here on, all balance held by the orders of
What the
enemy.
fuck?
All beasts hunted
What
by
are you? They have innate damage resist? That's crazy. Amiya, at this rate, Mr. Thomas is gonna get captured by Dublin again. Are you planning to... That bloody bugger! I'll bring him back. No. Why are you stopping me? Didn't we go through all that trouble to rescue that bloke? The situation's changed. We can't blow Siege's cover. So you're just gonna let him go? That's not how the Glasgow... fucking Glasgow. Glasgow gang does things. Don't make a ruckus here, either of you. Vina. Listen to Amiya and the doctor. Sniper operators. Enemies holding our mark. The important thing is that Caster. If I recall correctly, Doctor, according to Misery's intel and Bagpipe's report, she's the leader of Dublin's forces inside Londinium, and one of the instigators of the County Hillock incident. Rhodes Island does not put the blame for Outcast's sacrifice entirely on her soldiers, but it's not just Misery and Bagpipe who hold a grudge against her. Mandragora. Bagpipe tells us she's very hard to deal with. We could get into a fight with Dublin here, rescue Mr. Thomas, and even eliminate Mandragora, a formidable enemy who may pose a significant threat to our future operations. But the Sarkaz are coming. We're too late. All squads, continue to conceal yourselves. Be ready to engage.
What's going on over here? So noisy. Ugh. Oh, if it isn't you traitorous lot.
Don't you dare use that word. We have nothing to do with Victoria now, devil. Who said you could call us that? Ha, a motley band of exiles, taking advantage of the chaos to occupy a city. What made you delusional enough to think yourselves the masters of Londinium?
Ha, don't lump me in with your sorry band, thinking we actually give a damn about Londinium. The place is shiny and clean, isn't it? Doesn't reek of death, but if you ask me, it'll be more pleasing to the eye once it's burnt to cinders. The Sarkaz are only here because our king is here.
I wonder what Duke invited them in. Who was dumb enough to invite all the Sarkaz? Their king. The Sarkaz king. Are they talking about Teresis? I haven't heard anything about that. But a lot of intel reports disparate Sarkaz fighters gathering in Londinium from across Terra. And it's not just the mercenaries we're familiar with. There are older, stronger powers now hovering around the heart of the city. Doctor, I can feel it. Since coming here, with each step closer I take, those emotions flow into the depth of my hearts, tangle around my thoughts, and grow stronger and stronger. Amiya, I'm fine, Doctor. It's just that, for a split second, it's as if... When I heard those Sarkaz mention their king, a wisp of those emotions sprung up and latched onto me. I don't think I can give a better description of what I felt. We need to discuss this. I'd love to spend some time talking this through with you, but not now. Even if there were a Sarkaz king who now controls Londinium, that doesn't change our mission. We came here to prevent a war. We need to figure out exactly what they're doing, and what they're trying to do. And that has nothing to do with what Teresis decides to call himself.
So, can we skip past the shitty pleasantries, Dublin? Turn over the man you captured.
Why should I?
We'll take good care of your old home.
Is Logos the Gojo of Arknights? I never thought I'd hear it described as that.
You bastard! You bastard!
Stop.
Captain?
Not just you. You too, Sarkaz.
I know who you are, Feline. You're their commander. But why should I listen to you?
Because I've been to the place of Westerleg. Palace of Westerleg.
Haha, we've all heard the story. You wanted an audience with His Majesty, but he had you escorted out. Do you really think you mean anything to the Sarkaz?
Captain? Why do we just sit here and let the devils mock us? I can't take it anymore. Ever since we came to Londinium, we've had to live with this inferior race. Not one more word. We can go back and bring this up with the leader. I said no more, one more word. Sarkaz, no matter how hard you try to provoke me, I'm not leaving. We are your guests, as the one you call His Majesty and his Privy Council agreed. You really want to find out how Sarkaz deal with the rowdy guests? Well, at least one of us understands proper etiquette. We promised your regent and your generals that Dublin's troops would not set foot into central Londinium. Likewise, you should not be detaining me here, Sarkaz. Or do you devils struggle to keep your word? Can you even spell trustworthy? You uppity feline. Isn't the fact that I haven't chopped you into pieces right here and now already proof that I'm honoring our little pretend friendship? If a Sarkaz ever forgot his objective and started picking up fights, he'd be found dead in a bar near the war zone pretty quick. We're here to root out some bottom feeders. These nobodies haven't learned their place yet. They're sneaking around, making a mess of our work. By the sound of things, they're not looking for Mr. Thomas either. Could that be the friends the messengers mentioned? The ones who can help us with our operation? The Sarkaz certainly would call them an enemy. If they really are right here, maybe we could help them. Yay, Sarkaz! Hello, Mr. Sarkaz. I would like one Wendigo. I would like one Devil King. Or King of Flies. The line stopped moving. I hear fighting. The Sarkaz must have gotten into a row with someone. Lieutenant, I saw their uniforms. It's Dublin. Her. The Dublin caster? She's a scary one. She's killed some of our people. She impales them on stone pillars that come out of nowhere. Her methods are even more brutal than the Sarkaz. I know. Lieutenant, have you fought her too? What am I even saying? You saved so many from Dublin. You must have beaten her. I lost. But you still managed to get away from her with your life. That's already amazing enough. I'm still not exactly sure why she didn't kill me on the spot, but I have my guesses. At the barracks outside Londinium, I saw them having a secret meetings with the Count's messenger. I figured she must have shown me deliberately. Or maybe it wasn't her. Someone like her would have no way of knowing that my grandfather and that Count's father served together. They were very close. And the Count himself, if I recall correctly, was squire to a duke. Lieutenant? I'm sorry I shouldn't be saying all this. During the long period of time I was hiding in the dark bowels of the city, I got used to talking to the metal crabs. They didn't have much to say back. Is Beanstalk from Londinium? Metal crabs? I didn't have to worry about my words casting a shadow over anyone else. Some things I just had to say to myself so I wouldn't forget them. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Lieutenant. I'd actually like to hear more. For the longest time I've been wanting to know who's pulling the streams up there, causing us all this misery. The Duke I was thinking of isn't even in Londinium right now, or rather I should say, he never cared a lick about the vacant throne in the city. Have you seen Kay's Daily Doodles yet? Are they the Daily Doodles in Done in MS Paint and it's the pickup lines? If so, then yes. But if he really were secretly supporting Dublin, that would answer a lot of questions, but at the same time, it would also greatly complicate the crisis we have on our hands. Listen to me. Oh, it's official. Oh, I don't think I have. Listen to me. Everything I've said to you up to this point is just a baseless speculation. If you want to hear more, we'll continue another time. Provided you're willing to follow me into the shadows. What are we gonna do now? Right now, we need to find an opportunity to escape. Dublin has been trying to get something from the Sarkaz. It might be one individual or several, which is why they've set up in Sudan. In addition to troops like you, hunted by the Sarkaz, they've captured a good lot of civilians with some connection to the Sarkaz. Whatever Mandragora is trying to accomplish. It's very cute and funny. What? As long as it creates conflict between Dublin and the Sarkaz, it'll work in our favor. Sounds like you have a plan. Robin? Your name is Robin? Come on, man. Did you make sure to hide the crossbow I gave you? Up your sleeves, right? How do you hide it? Oh, there it is. Okay. No, actually, no. I still don't see how you hide a crossbow. Of course, Lieutenant. Aim at that Dublin soldier. The one closest to the Sarkaz. Uh-oh. It looks like Dublin isn't backing down. The Sarkos have limit onto their patience. This is gonna boil over into a fight sooner or later. Doctor, we're gonna have to use our backup plan. Uh-oh. We're about to kick off a fight.
Come on, turn him over, and you'll all get to walk out of here alive. Let's make things easy for each other. Why don't we?
Captain, shouldn't we? No. I don't understand. No means no. Even if it fractures our relationship with the Sarkos, you heard what they had to say. When have we ever been friends?
There you go. Those are your words, not mine. Formation, round up these Dublin wretches.
He's absolutely critical to Dublin, non-negotiable. If we can't bring him with us, our only option is to kill him here.
Ah! Shut your trap. Actually, our other option is to kill all these Sarkos.
We're gonna say all or nothing, huh? Oh, there he is! Isn't it about time we make our entrance? Hold on, we're still calibrating the aerial coordinates. Look, if we don't act now, someone's gonna get killed. Give me a sec. 17 meters in a straight line. 16, 15. Best get a bit closer, or you might have trouble aiming, right? No can do. They'll spot us if I get any closer. Just do as I say. It won't miss, trust me. I'll let you use my head as a rivet. Move it a little eastward, and a reflection of the light should cover its wings. Rock 5, you're up. Are you a sniper? That's our cue. Robin, now.
Hey.
And he's dead.
What's the meaning of this?
The hell are you talking about? You're the ones who tried to snipe us.
Fight back! Those who spill Sarkos blood will pay the blood debt with interest.
Yeah, okay, I guess that technically counts as 2 shankings, huh? So we'll increase it. Counter. 4. 4 shankings have occurred this day.
Don't let a single one out of here alive.
Remember, you started this with me. Slaughter every last Sarkos. Don't let a single one live to tell the tale. The Devil's leadership mustn't learn what happened here today. Save me! Sign him, someone, anyone! Amia, these civilians have nowhere to run. It's not just Mr. Thomas. So many are gonna get caught in the crossfire. Neither the Sarkos nor the Dublin have any regard for civilian lives. Doctor, Amia, I'm sorry, but I can't stand by and just let this happen. I just can't. We have no other choice. I understand. All operators, there's been a change in plans. All non-combat personnel are to remain hidden. All combat personnel save as many lives as you can, but mind your own safety.
Another bolt from behind. Came from those ones in civilian clothes. They're carrying unauthorized weapons. Something's not right. We got more hostiles in the elevator. Looks like we grabbed the pest's tail. Turns out the rebels are here. Report this to General Manfred right away.
Hello, Mr. Manfred. Please leave. I do not want to see you. Lucky drop. Environmental monitoring display. How nice. I can't. The Manfred. What is this? Oh, son of a bitch. A simulation of the defense capabilities of Londinium's Citadel artillery. Its fire destroys all, and hence the stronghold has never fallen. Once fully charged, deals area true damage to both allies and enemies, centered on the friendly unit with the highest block. Collect all. Oh, how nice. What the fuck? Wait, why did I not have... What? Why don't I have access to this one? To this difficulty? Oh. Should I be doing these in adverse? Experimental conditions. Oh, right. What is the end? Oh, hold on. DB cost of guard and sniper operators dribble. Don't. Quick replay? Okay. Guard is doubled. That sucks. Say goodbye to my sanity. Ah, shit. It's okay. I have top ups.
Operation commencing.
Oh, it's this one.
I'm here to help.
12, 13.
Draw swords. Got it.
Wow, that's
壁の外の戦いはこんなに残酷なものだったんですか?
that's actually cancer. I just need more. Okay. Anyway, we'll do that later. What is tutorial 20? Spectre and Archetto and Ethan. Wow.
Not one step forwards.
Oh, it's Hoshi. And a Warfarin. I'm a guard abuser. I am a little bit of a guard abuser. Please be careful. The enemies are currently focusing their defensive artillery on this battlefield. After firing, the artillery will need to take some time to reload. After loading is finished, it will launch a large-scale bombardment at the allied unit with the highest block, dealing huge amounts of true damage. Don't worry, I'm the one holding this shield up. God bless Hoshi. These Sarkaz warriors don't look like they're going down easily, and there's more and more of them gathering here. I'm afraid they have been influenced by some kind of Sarkaz originium arts, so whenever they're defeated, they come back in a harder, more resilient... Oh, they res? These reborn creations will increase their blockers' maximum block count while also being extremely resistant towards physical and arts damage. Oh, that's what these creatures do. But the city's defensive artillery should make quick work of them, right? Oh, that's cancer. Actual cancer. How much block unit? Block 9. Dude, it's our infamous Patriot plus 9. We were so close to a Patriot plus 12.
Get the hemostat.
Oh my god. Inspector Hoshiguma, are you alright? I'm hanging in there. Glad to hear it. The reinforcement squad has arrived. Doctor, please direct them to wipe out remaining enemies.
You are the one who woke me. 主の祝福があらんこと。Medical equipment set. 弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。
Check Hoshiguma's max HP. I'm sorry, Ethan. You might have to eat shit. There's a barrier to block one cannon shot. Okay. Sorry, Ethan. You might have to eat a little shit. Oh. What? Oh. That's embarrassing. That's a little embarrassing. Hold on.
Not one step forwards.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Dude, why do they have so many slugs?
Yes.
Yeah, 4. Oh, wait. Hoshi just has 400?
Got it.
It's just 400 HP. What the fuck? So all of these would survive, wouldn't they? Hold on, let's check our operators. Deals 3k true damage, but Hoshi... HP is at the end of the blue line? Oh, 3175. That's 440 attack. You have 1364, 17. Oh, wow. Yeah, well, no other real option, honestly.
The one who woke me.
You have 3 block? That's crazy.
Time to fight? I gotta hide first.
During the skill. Oh, I should activate it during the thing. Okay. God, they increased the block so much.
Please, let return to the abyss.
Oh, Jesus. That hurts. Welcome to slug management? That's so dumb.
Mission accomplished.
So, okay, so in that case, if there are 3 equal blocks, does it target the most recent? I assume so, because it targeted the, yeah, it targeted the Spectre instead of the Hoshi. Oh, of course it does. So if you don't use any block 3s, you can use Yato Vanguards and the cannon wherever you want. Probably why they gave her an altar. Consult the man for management guidance. Near blue boxes, she's only hit by the cannon. Oh, the man in Fred, yeah. I hope I like spacing. That sucks, because I cluster all of my operators. God, that's a lot of cannons. That is a lot of cannons. 9:27 a.m. Overcast. At the top of the wall, Sudayan Borough, Londinium. There's been a riot at Port 309.
Tell the general the patrol squad has sniffed out the rebels. It's not just the rebels, we're exchanging fire with multiple groups. General, can you back us up? No need. How are we doing? Debugging will take roughly another 15 minutes.
We had an entire CC dedicated to slugs and cannons? Really? I should check that out.
You've got 8.
We don't have time to spare here. Dude, Manfred is fucking caked up.
You don't need me to go see what's going on down there. Just a suggestion, of course.
What the fuck? He is bursting out of that thing. Like this is a jacket, and the fact that I can see his pecs, holy shit. Manfred, what the fuck are you?
You're worried I'll fail? Of course not. When have your plans ever failed? My job is to make sure we've got fewer unknowns along our path to victory. Is that Hoderer? No, it can't be. You've already done more than enough, mercenary.
Oh, it might be, actually.
Come, stand with me. I need to see for yourself what is going on beneath these walls.
I need you to see for yourself before the experiment begins. Oh, hello, Hoderer.
Lively. Lively. How does it compare to the battlefields of Kazdel? Nothing new. But at least it's not sarcasm, both sides tearing each other apart. Surely you hunted during your time in Kazdel.
You're asking me if I've been hunting? Us mercs are out in the wilderness all year round. Hunting is how we get fed.
Then you understand why I left those ports open. Sometimes, even if your trap is obvious, a beast will step right into it because there's no other choice.
Blake, what the fuck?
If it can't find a way out, it'll panic and run wild.
That means we gotta expend energy and spread our forces thin to round up all the wild beasts. Sure, that's how things go in the wilds, but there's more to it. Look at the city below us. There's little more than a concrete wilderness. Who has the confidence to seal off every exit to the wild themselves? Who can find every nook and cranny in a jungle? Who can secure every last potential hiding spot? I'm certainly not so conceited. So that's why you left a few openings. Focus your attention and wait for the enemy to reveal themselves. That's a pretty efficient way of dealing with it. But it does come with one risk. We got the shit Hoderer design. Hoderer here looks bad as fuck. Yeah, no, this Hoderer looks cool. Holy shit. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? If I was in your position, I'd do the same thing. Good. If you're capable of leading mercenaries, you're capable of leading the hunt. That's why I'd rather fight alongside you than the relics in the court. By the looks of things, you'll be feasting tonight. Not just the rebels, but Dublin as well. Wait, I've seen that caster before. She came to see you once. Didn't you sign a truce? Not that either of you took it particularly seriously. If you recognize her, then you should also know that people like her don't know when to stop. You've been wanting to eliminate that variable for a while now, huh? The situation has changed. His Majesty's opus is reaching its conclusion. If the theater is too rowdy, it is too easy to overlook an actual threat. We need to keep a closer eye on the dukes out there. Couldn't you just send me to do that? If I wanted her dead, I wouldn't need you. What's the problem then? The Iron God of Wellington. You mean, he hasn't made a move on Londinium yet? And if he is quiet for even a single day, all the nobles outside Londinium ask their emissaries first thing in the morning whether the Iron Duke has spoken. Okay, which is why we haven't made an enemy of Dublin so far. Now though, since she's the one who's lost control and took the first step towards violating our agreement, the Sarkars have no more reason to continue tolerating them. So the commotion down there is just beginning. Yes. We still need something more decisive to take Dublin out of the picture. Marriage will change you? Where the hell did they come from? I don't know, Captain. I haven't seen these weapons or arts before. They're also fighting the Sarkars. They're not here to back up the devils. Not that it matters. We'll eliminate anyone who gets in our way. Give us our guy back. It's you! Oh, familiar face. Too bad I still recognize you after the pummeling I gave you this morning. Oh, and he's been shanked. Alright, let's increase the shanking count to 5. I like that it's not even like a punch, it's very clearly like a stabbing sound. Look out behind you! People don't just stand around in a fight waiting for you to run up to them swinging. Is that why I have you? Don't go too crazy. Remember, we're getting out of here as soon as we secure our target. I know. That just means I gotta punch faster. Christ, Indra. All you do is punch. You're telling me these are the ones who snatched our mark? Don't forget their faces. No, wait a minute. Try to capture one of them alive. I'm sure the leader would be interested to find out what new power has its eye on Londinium. Where are these rocks coming from? Uh-oh. Stay on your guard. We're not inside the city yet, and the doctor doesn't want to see anyone get hurt. Alright, you two. She smashed my construct to pieces with the one swing of a hammer. This one. She's just as nasty as that Victorian soldier. I wasn't even trying for that one, though. Let's see how you like this instead. Get out of the way, Siege. Pew pew. Who covered me? Ballin. Ballin. Did you see who that was? No, there's too much going on. I can't make heads or tails of it. Amir, there's somebody else in this fight. Someone besides us, Dublin, and the Sarkars. And they just might be on our side. What'd you miss? I found the cannons. Captain, the situation's looking good for us. You think you could bring down this entire wall? Then the entire wall, huh? I've fantasized about it too many times. But not now. We still have a chance. Whatever the leader decides to come. Let's not get too carried away here, and just grit our teeth for the time being. Hear me. Pack your weapons and try not to leave a mess. I don't want that Manfred devil to come knocking on my door ahead of schedule. I think Manfred's about to fire on our position. He's not knocking. I think he's shooting. 4 minutes. We'll wait 4 more minutes. As it happens, our men haven't had the chance to do anything fun. Defending a city from like Londinium is worlds apart from raiding Lateran caravans in the wilderness. The nice thing... Wow. Hodor, what happened to your big chest? Where's all your muscles? How did you fit in this thing? How? The nice thing about meeting old friends is you don't have to worry about them taking your head. I've got nothing to complain about. Don't mistake yourself for one of them. There aren't a lot of mercenaries out there who could stand being locked up in a little courtyard, reading books all day. That's your department. Yeah, he has lost his beard too. What the fuck is this? I do remember thanking you when you scooped me up and gave me back my sword. Enough. You're not here to share me this drivel. Sure, I know. You need mercenaries and for more than a couple reasons. Indeed, and you're as good as they come. Coincidentally, a few more mercenary squads have joined up with us recently, including some of your old acquaintances from the Scar Market. A dude who quit Sissy Hypno? What the fuck? Blake, what is this topic you're bringing up? No more Sissy Hypno topic. This shit's crazy. Skyade drew this Hodor. Ah, I see. What mercenary couldn't resist an offer from the Regent himself? They want more than just the payout from completing a contract or two. When we followed the Regent out of Kazdel, each warrior carried a different weapon, some even wearing armor that belonged to the enemy just moments ago. But what about now? As you've seen, the factories of Londinium now work day and night to produce weapons and armor for us. Our troops are well regulated and take orders as a unified unit. We are united as never before, and that makes our solidarity stronger than ever. Borrow Hodor? I could. Yes, all of Victoria. No, all of Terra is watching. All according to the Regent's calculations. Just a year ago, they guffawed about how Londinium's defenses were impenetrable. They thought we were mercenaries in service to some duke. Profit is no longer the only thing that motivates mercenaries. They're all looking to see what the Sarkaz can do. What's a sellsword who's lost interest in selling his sword? We're not asking our compatriots to give up their status as mercenaries. They simply have found other reasons to follow the Regent. You playing for the Escalon? I think I will do a funny 10 pull. If I don't get Escalon in 10 pull, then I don't care. They believe he has created a turning point in the fate of the Sarkaz, that we have an opportunity to earn a new identity for ourselves, not just as looters and servants of the powerful. You need a home to have an identity. When the Sarkaz desire war, Sarkaz become war itself. And when each battle ends, the Sarkaz have a home to return to. This is what the Regent told all of the Sarkaz in Londinium. You saw it yourself, that was the first time we met. I asked what you thought about that statement. If you're a fighter who crawled out of the ruins of Kazdel, how could you say no to that? It was 3 years ago I heard that answer. Since then, you've left that estate, and now stand with me. Yeah, for $10, unique to the event, wow. Do you still hold the same belief? Manfred, you've earned my loyalty. Does your left eye still hurt? It's been over a year. It healed a long time ago. I hope you understand. I've never doubted our friendship, not once since that day. But you know what I'm talking about. The Confessare don't drop their guard around a merc. That's how they look after the Regent. And I'm not here to prove my loyalty to anyone. That'd just make me a weaker blade in a fight. So your answer is still no. That's fine too. Sometimes what I need is more as a friend. And for that, Kazdel must temporarily endure the absence of an officer. We're ready, General. Excellent. Tell the patrol to retreat immediately. Activate the automatic aiming system and enter the long-distance targeting coordinates. Coordinates: Sudain Burrow, Port 309. Those are not coordinates, that is a location. Our efforts for the last few months are finally about to bear fruit. Hodor, will you do the honors? Oh no, here comes the death. Lieutenant, Dublin look like they're about to win. That's not the situation, but it's also not what matters. Regardless of who wins, what's important is that they keep each other in check. That's the situation we need, one that allows your people to charge. Charge? Indeed. While they're too occupied with us, that's your best opportunity to get out of the city. No! What's on your mind, Robin? Lieutenant, I don't want to leave anymore. But I have to stay. But this might be the only chance you have to leave Londinium. After the scuffle here today, Sarkaz will have the gate blocked tomorrow. Horn is hot. Horn is hot. Conceal your weapons and blend in with the other civilians. Hurry, get going. We can't just run away like this. Lieutenant, we can still fight. Did you see that? I just took down a Dublin fighter and injured 2 Sarkaz. This crossbow is pretty crude. It's nothing like the standard issue military crossbows we're used to. You made them, right? If you even need to make your weapons yourself, don't you also need more men? It's not a question of what I need. If you don't want to leave, I won't force you. I don't want to order another good soldier out of the fight. Not again when she wanted to stay. Lieutenant? But let's set that aside for now. We need to get out of here first. Now is the best shot we're gonna get. So if you don't want to move onwards, then fall back with us. Oh. Behold, big explosion. Doctor, the Sarkaz troops are withdrawing from the fight. I find it strange that after fighting us in Dublin for so long, the Sarkaz didn't call in reinforcements or started massacring the Dublin forces. And that's not how the Sarkaz usually fight. Even the mercenaries that W brought with her into Reunion fought more fiercely than they did. Uh-oh, something's not right. I sense danger. Doctor, have we fallen into a trap? This conflict came about so spontaneously and coincidentally. It's as if someone was trying to corral us all together and then... do you think they set this all up for us? Siege says she found some other people who were blending into the crowd just like us, and they seem to be on the civilian side. Might they be the ones the Sarkaz we were after? Combat op- What is this? Yo, Star, expand the font or expand the thing. Like, come on. Combat operators, withdraw from the battlefield immediately. Yeah, 1111 for shoe module. It's insane. I have to do that. I've had shoe since I started the game. I haven't been able to do modules for shoe. The doctor ordered a retreat. The doctor ordered a retreat. Yeah. Huh? We're about to complete our rescue though. There must be a reason behind it. Let's go. Excuse me, Miss Indra, I'm over here. Thomas? Don't go over there. Kaboom. A flash of light suddenly fills everyone's eyes. A scalding wave of heat erupts forth, incinerating almost everything it touches. Though very little solid debris shoots out, the force of the impact reminds the survivors how they were only a single step from death. And this threat came from above. Yeah, he is over there, and over there, and over there, and a little bit over there. What just happened? Did we get a bomb dropped on us? A huge crater just suddenly appeared in the ground. Thomas, the smoke's too thick, I can't see anything. Indra, Siege told you to stop. Fine, I'll do another one. As long as you get it. Now hurry, let's get out of here. Bolivarian salsa chunky style? Oh boy, this will be interesting. Warning shot.
Let's go.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
I'm here to help.
Oh, motherfucker.
これ以上は進ませません。
Gather around me, guys. 獲物を見つけました。
まとめてかかってきやがれ。
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain. Crosswords. I plant you into the soil to grow anew. Gather around, guys. Awaiting order.
どこに向かえばよろしいでしょう。
自分のために戦い。現に信号を感じて。全員の行動。天面たる山々。
This is my solution. Oh my god, I have one safe tile here.
We're counting on you again today, little
Alright, Todd, have fun. You're gonna be just outside the blast zone. Oh god, there's more of you.
Awaiting orders. Shadow. Got it.
Not even a stirring of grass will go overlooked.
Oh, but you're normal. You're normal Sarkaz. Okay.
From here, such violence will not be tolerated.
God bless normal Sarkaz. I'm gonna do mountain here. Maybe Todd over here actually would have been better. Oh well.
From here on, your position behind me, Mayor Kendall.
Behold, big cannon shot. We're bringing the #1 Sarkaz hitter. We are bringing the #1 Sarkaz hitter. Thank you, Mud. Very cool. Oh wow, Tautophons does decent damage to those slugs. Your warning shot is a cannon. Yeah, not only is your warning shot a cannon, your warning shot is a cannon shooting a crowd of civilians. You know how fucked that is? So I just saw what Blake said. Sir, this is an M79 grenade launcher. Potato, Patterson. Fire warning shot. Yeah, fire warning shot with that fucking cannon, my guy. God, the lift fell over. If it had been a little lower, my leg would have. Hold on. I mean, hold on to my construct. You idiot! Don't drag me down too. It's hard enough to stay afloat bringing you bunch with me. I like that throughout all of this, Mandragora's units are just dumb as fuck. Captain, thank you. Next time, be smart about how you run so you're less of a nuisance. Did we fight Mandra? Yeah, we did, but we didn't kill her. Actually, yeah. I don't know if you witnessed it, Renegade. The way I beat Mandragora was I basically hard locked her into trying to kill Shu, and I used 6 healers. I used 6 healers to keep Shu alive, and 1 borrowed Virtuosa. And look at that, Necrosis won in the end. Watch out, Captain. That's an artillery shell? No, it's far more destructive than normal artillery, and it was aimed so precisely at a small area. Manfred, you've been watching us this whole time. Bloody hell, that slimy devil. Alright everyone, stop right there. We don't need to chase after the Sarkaz. As for the driver, he's dead. This accursed place. Why Hippogriff give Heidi CS2, block +1, no range upgrades? That's crazy. Lieutenant, what is this? How can the shitty's defense artillery do this? Did I do it in one go? No, I spent like 5 tries figuring out what strategy was best. And then I realized, fuck it. 6 healers, keep Shu alive. One Virtuosa. Londinium's wall defenses were built almost 70 years ago. This is the first time that cannons have been aimed inside the city. That's crazy. Not too shabby. Even 10% of its firepower is enough to melt ordinary structures. So this is Londinium's ultimate defense. That was only an auxiliary cannon. All weapons experts have said the main guns are able to easily penetrate the armor of any high-speed warship. A weapon expert? Are you talking about the officer from the Defense Force engineering team? I must thank you for capturing his wife and daughter. Horror! Come on, man! Thanks. Thanks, Tragedy, for the pink. Is he still alive? As long as he is of use to the Sarkaz, he will not die. Artilleryman, target lift 11. Oh, boom. The shot went wide. Unfortunate. We'll have to improve our accuracy. These cannons were meant to point outwards, after all. Outwards. Before we entered Londinium, the defense artillery was aimed at the ducal army outside the walls. When we entered the city under the guise of quelling the Duke's conflicts, they never even once thought to put us in their sights. Does that count as pointing outward? Since the fall of Gaul and the silence of Iberia, a long time has passed without Victoria facing any real external threats. Yeah, like killing yeah, come on, man. Indeed, which is why His Majesty found this opportunity for us. Such sophisticated weaponry should be put to greater use, rather than sitting here as ornaments of adorning the doorway. Artillerymen, activate dynamic target tracking. Dynamic what now? Very good, it's working. We had to spend nearly a whole month to calibrate them. Luckily, they seem to be working well enough. Those weapons put us in control of everything that enters and exits Londinium. Once all our cannons are in place, there will be nowhere to hide under the shadow of the steel walls. Chapter 10, yes. This is Chapter 10. I believe, if I recall correctly. When did I clear Mandra? I cleared Mandra last week. Magic Lummy gets invalidated and the weapons they're using. Yeah, no, he's fucked up. Dublin seems to draw away drawing away the artillery fire. Is this a test run? Is their purpose really just to calibrate? How many attempts? 6? We can wait, hold on. Well, I'll count them later. It's like 6 or 7. Because what it is just like I said, I discovered that I could just necrosis her, and I dumped 6 healers on Shu, and then Mandragora could no longer kill everything. Honestly, I want to grab that Hoderer, throw him onto my bed, make his chest my pillow, though they stole his chest. Jesus Christ, no brain, no sanity. No, they're ultimately unconcerned with this port. Lieutenant, what do we do now? Continue to withdraw towards the city. However, the rest of Sudan is no longer safe. The Sarkars are tightening their grip on Londinium. As long as the city's artillery is pointed inwards, our lives are in their hands. Unless... What's your plan, Lieutenant? It's nothing. Let's go. We'll talk after we've made our escape. Hodor has Ho in his name for a reason. I asked that, you know? I asked if Hodor was a Ho. And you know what you guys told me? You guys said no. And look at how we are now. Come on. Anyway. He's not a hoe. He's your hoe. What the fuck? Chapter would be how? Dude, civilians with the cannon would be absolutely fucked up. I would hate my existence. These bloody walls, these bloody cannons. Uh-oh. How many rocks are you bringing up? Captain, your constructs got destroyed again. I don't have time for this. Don't just stand there staring away. Away with you. Get out of here. Forcing us to run, eh? Mark my words, Manfred. You insult me like this today, I swear I'll... Captain, that one I just saw running off that way looked rather familiar. The Lupo brunette. Is it her? Get her! Oh, good. Be careful, Captain. Big cannon. What have you done? I'm protecting you. Run. You still have to find for the leader. And he's dead. Fine, fine. You're the 13th. The 13th Terran life. I will mark you down in the leader's place. One day I will personally make the Sarkars pay for each and every life. 13 reasons. She has 13 reasons now. Except this time it's not to kill herself, but to kill the Sarkars. We are not counting the cannon death as a shank. That's not a London special. The London special is not dying to cannon fire. that would be the American special. Do not shank me. A cannon shell is a giant knife. Shrapnel, actually. Oh my god, fine. Fine. No, here, we'll do this. Cannon. 1. There we go.
General, we've routed Dublin's team. I saw, but we couldn't find the rebels. Those sly insects, they peeked their heads out for a moment, but they vanished again after we activated the cannons.
Ushag.
Could they have been killed already?
Maybe more something 1 until it covers my model.
What do you think?
Is it bad to use Ella as your lane holder? Doesn't Ella have that module that makes her like give her that cover that makes her really tanky? If so, then that's a good lane holder.
I don't think our job would be that easy.
I'm glad you understand. Oh, it's our S2? Oh.
Then, did they blend into the crowd? Should we notify the patrols so they can detain the civilians and continue the search? No need. Continue to bombard the port. Oh, and increase the firepower.
Manfred, there were civilians down there. How many must die?
Increase the firepower. The port is almost completely destroyed. I can't imagine anyone would be hiding there still.
They won't ever take this route again. Besides, have you ever seen a Sarkaz draw only half his sword?
Now that we've begun, why not let them see exactly what we're capable of? You're putting on a show of force for them. You want to cut off their escape and force them to come out. This game of hide and seek has gone long enough. Even I don't mind waiting. The same cannot be, even if I don't mind waiting, the same cannot be said for His Majesty in the royal court. Doesn't matter who it is. If they have a plan, I'd like them to hurry up with it.
I would say there aren't really any Sarkaz civilians, because every Sarkaz child, man, woman, or elderly ends up going to war. Doctor, we don't have anywhere safe to hide. Even if we took cover onto the structure, we'd still be vulnerable to their artillery blowing us to bits. I've done some rough calculations. If those cannons are fully charged, they'd be able to shoot clean through the standard city plate. Manfred, that kills people. I got the llamas with hats. I got it. Charlie. This flimsy sheet plate above our heads on the wall there won't stand a chance. Siege, Londinium's cannons are serious business. This is the first time I've seen them fire off on such a scale. That means they're rolling out the red carpet for us, right? If that were the idea, we'd be wiped out 50 kilometers outside the walls. Ugh. I'll tell you what, I'm a sucker for this this style, where you have like I have one shoulder exposed. I am a sucker for that. Now she still steals our wallet, so I don't like her for that. I can't take it anymore. Amiya, my drones can't reinforce these plates any further. At this rate, we're going to get blasted sky high. We need to get out of here. Dublin also scrambled to get away as fast as they could, but they used Art's construct to defend themselves and left their wounded behind. Why is our luck so rotten? Are we going to die here? We won't leave a single Londinia behind. Scout team, have you located the artillerymen? Not yet. I'm afraid we can't find them. Londinium's urban defense cannons and this wall looming in front of us have always been a single entity. In other words, we have no way to stop the barrage if we can't scale the wall or get inside of it. We couldn't find a way inside. We can't just hide here waiting to die either. Why don't I run out there and try to draw their fire? With my skills, I should be able to buy a few minutes. Not happening. If you're not letting it do it alone, then let's all go. Settle down, you two. Doctor, have you been hanging around Indra for so long that your brain turns to muscle? Hey, if it was as easy as getting some live bait out there, would you two still be here making a scene? Our armor could take maybe 2 hits from a standard crossbow. Our friends in engineering spent months working hard to make it. If you're gonna run out there and get yourself killed, you never should have come to Londinium in the first place. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you with your skills, you'll live like, you should be able to survive a couple of shots. You will not survive a single shot. Alright, I get it. But I swear, I'm not letting anything happen to Vina. We haven't even been home yet. Too early to be saying that kind of stuff. Doctor, do you have a plan? The drones. The drones. I see. Oh, so that's where you're going with it. That makes sense. What are you mumbling about now, Closure? The doctor barely said 2 words, but you're acting like you had a whole conversation. Oh, my bad. I just got an idea. Those cannons seem pretty intelligent, and at such a long range, they can't be completely manual. They must have some way of locking onto moving targets near the ground. By the way, did I meet Stainless yet? We met the shadow of Stainless. 1 or 2 guys running around won't be enough to get the cannons off our backs. If I deploy all my drones at once, the targeting algorithm might see them as a higher priority threat than us and the civilians, but there's no guarantee. Well, obviously, I can't promise anything. Closure, the reinforcement failed. The pressure is too great for the drones to withstand. The base plate is going to collapse within 30 seconds. We have no other choice. Let's give it a try. On the doctor's signal, all operators prepare to withdraw. 5, 4, 3, 2, run! Drones launching. Run, everyone. Go, go! Why isn't this... Oh, this Amiya outfit isn't a skin? Wow, that's crazy. Did it work? It bought us just enough time to move to a structure a few steps away. But this place won't last long either. That was our one shot too. My precious drones have all been reduced to scrap, and even I can't just conjure up another batch. We can't safely move forward or retreat backwards. If we want to escape the cannon fire, we're going to have to take some risks. I wish there was some way around all of this. I heard you needed a guide? Huh? Who's there? Miss Countess, I'd like to talk to you. But before that, I'd appreciate if you could have your people lower their weapons. Who are you? Let's save the introductions for later. Claws, a machete, and this hammer? Ma'am, your weapon looks plenty brilliant, but I appreciate if you could keep it away from my head. Otherwise, this friend of yours might be in danger. Doctor! Is he talking about me? Not too close now. One more step, and your friend's head becomes a mess on the wall. Amiya, the drone! One of the drones wrapped around when we weren't paying attention. It's locked onto Doctor's head. You sure know your stuff, Miss Pointy Ears. To be honest, I'm getting more and more curious about you lot. All hands, weapons down. There we go. That's nice. Oh, and make sure you get the message to your snipers around the corner too. I bet they haven't blinked once since I showed up. Do as he says. Lovely, sir. I hope you believe us when we say we'd never move to harm a stranger unprovoked, but harm one thread on the Doctor's hood, and I promise you, right here, right now, I don't need a weapon to ensure you never threaten another human being. Jesus Christ, Amiya. This place is already dangerous enough. Are we seriously going to get blown up before we even start a mission? Thank you. Thank you, Countess child. Right. If we don't want the saw cause to turn us to dust, we don't have time to be pointing weapons at each other's heads. Listen up. I have an idea. Please come with me. Nice and easy. I'm going to keep borrowing your friend here until we get where we're going. And if I refuse? Sorry, but you don't get a say. Behave yourself and come along with me, my faceless friend.
Very well done, Doctor.
Holy shit, there's a lot of reading. I never expected this, or I guess I should have expected this was reading, but there's so much reading. Okay, so here's the gist. I have to wake up early tomorrow for work and for the gym. In the meantime, I need to farm some sanity, and then the event of Babel is tomorrow. I don't think I'm doing a chapter 11 stream or chapter 10 stream until like next week, because I'll do Babel tomorrow. I have Dragon Ball Sparking, and then maybe I do chapter 11 on Sunday. But it might just be more Babel. W Omega Lol work. Hey man, these pools aren't gonna magically manifest themselves. Also, $10 for 16 Originite Prime and 700,000 LMD. It's tempting. Well, 16. We work to pull Volta. Yeah. Truly. Yeah. I think I'll just save my voice and everything for tomorrow so that we can do Babel. Because I suspect Babel is gonna be a lot of fucking reading. Oh, it's gonna be a lot of reading. Anyway, thank you all very much for joining. I think I'll do a funny 10 pull. I'm gonna keep this count. This count will stay here until we finish chapter 11 or chapter 10. A lot of reading, a lot of crying. Oh, right. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, thank you. Time to add another W to the wall.
Yeah, ho.